One of the things that I love about spirituality, um, I guess instead of being a religious person, but I think I've said in another video, I pretty much grew up in or around the church my whole entire life until about my college years, right? So, one of the reasons I like spirituality is that the answers that you get back are not universal. All right, they're not a universal thing that can work for anybody. It is somewhat ambiguous, but I don't know. I'm going to tell you an example, right? I needed to, or I wanted to take a trip somewhere, and it was going to take me, it was going to be a substantial amount, like 5 to 8 hours, right? I have an older vehicle. I've never been to this place before, so I needed to be able to use my phone for directions and then also not be distracted by my phone, right? And the other thing I was worried is that, there was other things that I was worried about. And I kept getting the answers that I'm taken care of. You're good. You're taken care of. You're good. You're taken care of. You're good. I got, I have a AAA membership, and then I got this, we're going to give you road assistant for the next 3 weeks if you resign. So you got road assistant and you're covered. I got that in the mail from them. I am signed with AARP, right? I use them for discounts for other stuff, right? The other thing that I kept hearing was that you need to make a talisman, or you need to find a talisman, something about a talisman. And I was like, a talisman? I looked up what a talisman was, and I was like, okay, I don't know. I guess I'm like, all right, I guess I'll try to find something. And then I was like, you know what, I want to make something because I'm supposed to also be creative. That's the other thing. So I go to my local Goodwill, and I'm looking around, and I see on the CDs or whatever cassettes for sale that there is a book on tape by Stephen King called The Talisman. And guess what? I picked it up. There was no price tag on it, but then they ended up selling it to me for $2.49 because that's how much the CDs are over there. And I've got an older vehicle, so it worked out because I like background distraction, right? It kind of makes me feel like there's somebody else there doing something. So put the tape on. And yes, it is Stephen King, but also it's about like spirituality. It's almost. To be honest, I have no idea what the story is about. It's about a kid named Jack. He's got to go to some territories, but that's not the point. The point is, I got the answer that I needed, that I was taken care of, and then when I was in doubt, I got help, right? Because, like I said, I wanted things to be easy. I did not want them to be difficult. So making a talisman will definitely be difficult. Listening to the talisman on a CD for 5 hours, 8 hours, very doable. Very doable as I like take this scary drive, right? And that's what I mean by it not being universal. That's an answer that only works for me. And you could say that. You could be like, that's delusional. That doesn't make any sense. But it won't make sense to anybody else. But it makes sense for me. And I did that drive about 5 weeks ago. And I'm fine now. And it's given me so much confidence on my ability to drive and my ability to take care of myself while I'm on a long road or whatever. Like it quieted away a lot of fears that I had. And that's what I love about it. Now, in Christianity, when I was there and I was like, I'm Roman Catholic, the answers were not just ambiguous, but they could work for anybody. They can be translated in any way, but this was specific for me. My vehicle is an older vehicle. I like to listen to talk radio while I'm driving, but because I'll be driving through I'll be driving for long periods of time, the radio frequency might not be able to get to me, and I don't need to be worried about fuddling to try to figure out what's the radio station here or whatever. I can keep my eyes on the road. Do you see, like those are the things that I am happy got answered for me. So That's what it is, right? It's not that I don't have to be nervous about what's going to happen. It's that I have to trust my gut. I have been being told that for over a year now. Trust your gut, trust your gut, trust your gut. And I just keep getting confirmations. And I love it. And I love it. And I love it.